Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about some of the iconic institutions in Boulder. This will be my version. Now, you might have heard the name Celestial Seasonings, the University of Colorado, Chautauqua Park, but there are others that will surprise you. Some of these institutions will also include restaurants, a speakeasy, and stick around to the end and I'll tell you about a peach-colored building on the top of a hill you can't miss if you're in South Boulder. It's a world-renowned research center. Now, I am a licensed real estate agent and have lived in Boulder for over 30 years. I'd like to introduce Boulder to those that have never been, and to those that are familiar with Boulder, I think you'll find some interesting nuggets of information. And reach out if you have any questions. My first one is the Hotel Boulder Colorado. It's the first luxury hotel in Boulder and was named by putting the words Boulder and Colorado together. When it was opened in 1909, the city of Boulder was dry, but before the hotel opened, the city had outlawed the sale of rum and spirits in 1907 within the city limits. Then in 1969, one of the first legal licenses to serve hard liquor in a restaurant was given to the bar in the basement of the hotel, and today this place is called license number 1, and it's the same liquor license that was issued in 1969 that they still have. Now, the hotel also has a couple of other restaurants, but the underground speakeasy is what makes it fun, and it's really a step back in time. Now, my second one is the restaurant The Sink. It's one of Boulder's most iconic restaurants that's really loved by students and families. It's located across the street from the University of Colorado campus and has been a local institution since 1923. It originally opened as fine dining and it was called Summer's Sunken Gardens because of its sunken floor design. But over time, it became a more casual, funky place, and it's now known as The Sink. Now, you're probably wondering what makes it so special. Well, it's known for its quirky atmosphere, and the ceiling and walls are covered with graffiti and artwork, which was created mainly by the customers and local artists over time. And a fun fact about this place is that it has had some famous visitors like President Obama and Robert Redford, the actor. He worked there as a janitor when he went to school, to university. So if you want a place to eat when you're here, try one of their burgers. They're huge, and their signature burger is the Sink Burger. And make sure it has their hickory sauce on it. If you're not into burgers, you've got to try their pizzas. That's what I have when I go there. Now, my next institution is the Mork and Mindy house. It's a famous landmark on Pine Street. It's a Victorian style home, and the exterior was used in the filming of the show. Robin Williams was Mork and Pam Dauber was Mindy. The show was about the quirky adventures of an alien from planet Orc living with a human roommate in Boulder. And the house has become really a pilgrimage spot for some fans. And when I walk by there, I notice that there are often tourists still taking pictures. Now, next institution is one that everyone has heard about, even if you don't live here. It's Celestial Seasonings. It's Boulder's tea powerhouse since 1969, and it's one of the largest specialty tea companies in North America. So if you ever come to Boulder, you've got to try the Mint Room, and you've got to also take a tour. It gives you a behind-the-scenes look. Now, an interesting tidbit is that the founders started by harvesting herbs in the Colorado mountains and selling the tea locally before growing into its international brand that it is now. Now, the next one is Instagram-worthy institution. It's the Boulder Theater, and it's iconic for its art Deco architecture, and its eclectic programming. It started as a silent movie house in the 1930s, and it's now really a well-known place. It's for live music and comedy shows. So to this day, it still has its Art Deco style. Shows like the Boulder International Film Festival often uses this theater as one of their venues. Another institution that you'd never guess has been around for about 150 years, Boulder High School. It was founded in 1875, and it's the oldest established high school in Colorado. It's one of the major 3 high schools here, and its location is great because it's central. It's close to the university, and it has about 2,000 students. And a nice feature is that it's located next to Boulder Creek and the bike path there. So it's really easy to get to the school by car or bike. Now, my next one is Chautauqua Park, and that dates back to 1898 and has been designated as a National Historic Landmark. The park still has a historic auditorium that has concerts and lectures. There's also a cozy dining room called the Chautauqua Dining Hall, which also goes back to 1898. You can get breakfast there, lunch, or dinner, and it was built, believe this or not, in 40 days. If you've been there, you'll know what I mean. 40 days is incredible. And it was built for $11,000. I wish those deals were here now. The park also has some adorable cottages and are now rentable year-round. I haven't ever stayed in one, but would love to one day. They're really, really cozy. And another thing the park is well known for are its hiking trails. Now, of course, I can't forget the University of Colorado. And for those who don't know, it is a public university, and it was founded in 1876, which is the same time Colorado became a state. It has 36,000 students, and it's known for its stunning campus, and it's right next to the Flatirons. It's not just a university, it's large enough, so it's kind of a city within a city. And I have to say that the university is really tied to the town, so the vibe of the university carries through into the town. A different kind of institution is the Pearl Street Mall. Now, this mall was finished in 1977 as one of the first pedestrian malls in the States. It really is a vibe if you've ever been there. It's got street performers, quirky shops, all rolled into one. And as you might know, it's a 4-block pedestrian area in the heart of downtown Boulder. It's got restaurants and shops, and year-round you really have a lot of tourists visiting. As I mentioned, I am a licensed real estate agent. My goal is to convey my knowledge of Boulder. So let me know if you have any questions. And as I mentioned at the beginning, a peach-colored building atop a hill. Well, that would be NCAR, National Center of Atmospheric Research, and it was established in 1960. It's a world-renowned research center, and it focuses on climate science, weather prediction, and atmospheric studies. The scientists that work there really specialize in hurricane tracking and understanding global warming. So, next time you're in Boulder, remember these places aren't just landmarks. They're really living stories that continue to shape the city. My question to you is, which of these institutions are your favorite? Let me know in the comments. And if you loved this dive into Boulder's history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.